Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Can you all hear me? Is my voice loud and clear? Inshallah. Loud and clear? You can hear me? Okay. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Let me start the class. Let's start our class. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. Allah. Okay, come. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I'm going to check. Okay, tamam. Okay. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Do our checklist first. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Wa bihi nasta'in ala kulli umuri dunya waddin. Wassalatu wassalamu ala ashrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin. Sayyidina wa habibina wa syafi'ina wa nuri qulubina wa qurrati a'yunina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Okay. Let's do our checklist first before we begin our class. Remember, every single day when you come for class, there should be you must do it. You must go through the checklist. Okay. So inshallah, I hope everybody prays subuh today. Put up your hand if you pray subuh today. Inshallah, everybody prays subuh today. Okay. Every day you must try and pray subuh. Okay. Two raka'ats. It's not a lot. It's very little and very fast that you can pray subuh. But don't pray it fast. But it can be done in a short period of time. Okay. Who prayed subuh today? Can I see the rakaat? Can I see the rakaat pula? Can I see the number, the hands of people who prayed subuh today? Do you all pray subuh today? Do you all put up your hands so I can see if you all prayed subuh today? MashaAllah, there are 44 people. There should be 44 hands up. There are only 6 hands up. And there should be 44 hands up. There are 44 people here. I also prayed subuh today. Where I put my hand up. How to put my hand up? How to put my hand up? My hand up. I don't know how to put my hand up. I don't know how to put my hand up. I don't know how to put my hand up. Ay, never mind. But I prayed subuh today. Okay, just azan Ishrin Tariq. Just prayed subuh today. MashaAllah, 14 people prayed subuh today. 14. I think some of you sharing your computer, right? With your friends or with your brother and sister. How many more? 15 people prayed subuh today. I think every day I should check. Do you all pray subuh today? And make sure that if you're not praying subuh, you should be praying subuh. Right? Subuh is the most subuh will start your day with a lot of barakah. And you'll be very happy today because you prayed subuh today. And today is Friday, and Friday is the day that when we salawat to Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam will hear your salawat directly. Inshallah, later on, I want to tell one story about Salawat. I have a lot of Salawat stories, but I also want to tell Nabi Muhammad some stories. Okay, so you must take turns, right? Which day tell which story. Okay, Alhamdulillah, I'm very happy for you all. Have you bathed? Should I ask this question? How many of you here have bathed? Do you come to class without bathing? Astaghfirullahalazim. Even though you're in your own house, I know you are at home. Right? But do you bathe? It's already 9:30 in Singapore, okay? Right. Do you all bathe today? Bismillah. I hope you all bathed already and didn't come to class all smelly and not bathed. Okay. Wudu. You all have wudu. Everybody have wudu. Wudu must, okay. I don't want to have any excuse why you don't have wudu. Right? Wudu is very easy to do. Okay, let me see how many of you have wudu today. Right. Every time you come for a class, you must have wudu. Make sure you go and do your wudu before you come to class. Right. Then you will have all of the knowledge from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will come into your heart very easily when you come to class with wudu. Right. The angels, they run away from people who don't have wudu. They don't like it. People who don't have wudu, the angels run away from them. Right. Make sure you have wudu. You all must take wudu before you come for class. Okay, aurat covered? Yes, aurat covered. Okay, especially the girls. Boys should be easy to cover your aurat. Okay, boys, you only have to cover between your navel and your knee, right? Between your belly button and your knees. But don't come to class without a shirt lah. at least wear a shirt, okay? You want to come to class, especially Islamic class, wear Islamic clothes even if you're at home. If you can wear a nice jubah, or can wear a songkok, like you are showing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you're taking this seriously. Like you want to dress up well when you come for class. And right now, Ustazah, I'm in a jubah, I'm actually wearing a black jubah and I'm wearing a tudung. I'm wearing a normal tudung and I'm wearing a black jubah as if I'm going out. But I'm not going anywhere, I'm staying home. But I'm coming to class and I want to honor the class. So I wear nice clothes for the class, even though I'm in my own home. Like wear nice clothes. It's like, my husband, whenever he wants to pray, like in our house, when he wants to pray, he has a special jubah just for salat. Even if it's salat in the house. Like my husband, he will never, Ustaz Asar, right? He will never salat like with just a t-shirt and pants. He will never do that even at home, right? He will and he has a sarban also. He has a turban, a sarban that he keeps especially for salat. He does not wear it outside the house. Right? He outside the house he wears a normal songkok. But inside the house, just for salat, he has a special jubah and a special, imama, a special sarban or a special turban, right? Especially because when you follow Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, especially, right? So he will dress up just to salat 5 times a day, okay? Dress up just to wear the best clothes. And Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam also had that. Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam had special clothes just for Friday. And on Friday, he'll wear these special clothes, right? To show Allah that you want to give Allah your best, right? This is your best. And so you want to give Allah your best. You want to come to Salat. You want to pray. You wear the best, you wear the nicest jubah that you have. Just put it over your t-shirt and pants. It's not hard, right, boys? Like just put the jubah over your t-shirt, over your pants. Show Allah that you really want to dress well when you go and salat, even if you're in your own house. You're not going anywhere, just praying at home. Right? But show Allah that you take it seriously. You want to wear nice clothes. Then you put on the best perfume. You have your siwak. You put on songkok. You come to class right now, you will have your songkok, your songkok or kalansawa or kufiyah. There's the words, all different words for songkok. Like kufiyah or kalansawa or songkok. Right. Now you come for class, cover your head. Right, because you want to follow the sunnah of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, right, Ustaz Asa? So Ustaz Asa say now he's walking around with his jubah and he's walking around with songkok, right? Go for class, must dress up, right? And pray also must dress up, right? Wear nice things, right? Even if you're at home. Correct, Ustaz Asa. Yeah, Ustaz Asa yes, correct. Now you must always honor the salat. When going to pray, don't pray with drool on your face, and then you're wearing some singlet or some pants that's so dirty and smelly, and you don't care, and you want to pray like that. No, pray properly. Okay, wear nice clothes, especially if you're at home. I hope from today onwards, all of you, especially the boys, because girls we wear telekung, right? So girls, okay lah, alhamdulillah, we wear telekung anyway, right? But we wear the prayer garment, right? For boys, I hope from today onwards, you have a special jubah that you hang. Whenever you want to pray, you wear that one, right? And you put perfume on it, you put atar on it. Is your special solat jubah, okay? And keep a siwak in the pocket. Right? So when you want to pray, you would always siwak, and your prayer is the reward times 70. 70, okay? You siwak before you pray, the pahala or the reward is times 70. Who does not siwak before they pray? They are a loser, right? Yeah, they are a loser. They are losing out on so much reward. Just 5 seconds, you siwak your teeth, and then you pray, the reward times 70. 70. You know what? You pray 2 rakaat subuh, then if you siwak, it's as if you prayed 70 rakaats. 70 rakaats. Just because you siwak, for 5 seconds before you pray. Oh, I think people who don't siwak before they pray, they are really losing out. They are not cashing in. They're not getting the rewards. They're wasting their time, not getting the rewards. You could just do 5 seconds, and it's as if you played 70 rakats. MashaAllah, right? MashaAllah. You put on atar before you pray, even more reward. Like you cover your head and you put on songkok before you pray, even more reward. right? You use the shawl, right? On the shawl they put on the shoulder, the Habib used. This is how Nabi Muhammad SAW would do it. They put it on the shoulder. Even more reward. That day I just heard Habib Umar was talking about this. You do more and more and more and more and more sunnahs, more reward. Right? When you pray, then you pray for maybe 5 minutes, but it's as if you prayed for a few hours because the reward is so much. Right, mashallah. Okay, now I can continue. Okay, sit up facing the Qibla. I am facing the Qibla. Alhamdulillah. Nice smells. Oh, today I didn't burn bukhur again because my bukhur, I ran out. I have no more charcoal, so I cannot burn bukhur. Hmm. I ran out, so must need to buy more bukhur. Okay, and good manners. Let's do our siwak doa, right? See Ustaz Asa, my husband, keep talking about my husband. He just went to Mustafa to pray subuh. Because subuh just came in around 10 minutes ago. I already pray. But Ustaz Asa, he is going to the masjid now. So you all during school holidays, go lah to the masjid and pray subuh for the boys. Right, boys, tell your father or see lah, if school holidays you can go to the masjid and pray subuh. Right, there's a lot of barakah in doing that to go to the masjid, especially those who are older and especially if the masjid is near your house. Right, just walk to the masjid lah. It becomes special. Nabi Muhammad SAW would love that to see the boys go to the masjid for subuh. MashaAllah. And Rasulullah would love it to see, or you want to impress Nabi Muhammad SAW. You want to impress Nabi Muhammad SAW. Like you go to the masjid for subuh. You will impress him. He'll be so proud of you. Right? Somebody asked what is a siwak. Then this drawing here is called the siwak. Right? This drawing here is called the siwak. And somebody asked Rasul siwak every day. Rasul siwak every salat. Like Rasulullah siwak for every single prayer. He siwak before he goes out of his house. He siwak when he comes into his house. When he comes into his house, he siwak before he sleep. He siwak when he wakes up. He siwak before he eat and also after he eat. Rasulullah is always doing the siwak. Maybe in one day, maybe he siwak 10 or 20 times in one day. Not even one time a day, you know. Like Nabi Muhammad do siwak so many because he said, I want to meet Allah with my teeth all clean. Rasulullah loves cleanliness. And people who are dirty and smelly, you're not following Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You must be clean. Then you are following him. Let me continue my story. Okay, I don't talk so much. But all this all advice for you all. Okay, you come take a siwak. I have a siwak that is connected to my laptop. A laptop, yes. I have one siwak connected to my laptop, and there's one siwak connected to my phone, and I have one siwak connected to my bag, and I have one siwak connected to my telecom, and I have one siwak connected to my Quran. So I have a lot of siwaks all over my house. I make the siwak, like I connect it, I paste it, or I tie it. I tie it to my Quran, I tie it to my phone, I tie it to my laptop, I tie it to my telecom, I tie it to my bag. Every single one of my bags has a siwak. So I never forget the siwak, and also you make shaitan frustrated. Because shaitan will try his best to make you lose your siwak because siwak is a weapon against shaitan. It makes him very weak. Shaitan become very weak whenever you siwak. So you know what he does? He tries to make you lose your siwak and make you forget your siwak. So you fight shaitan by making him frustrated. You put siwak everywhere. And my sink also has a siwak. In my kitchen I have a siwak. Everywhere I put siwak. So whenever I want to pray, or I want to read Quran, or I want to study, or I want to teach, my siwak is right there. So I can't think like, oh, my siwak is in my bedroom. Or oh, my siwak, I left it inside one of my bag. Oh, my no, my siwak is everywhere. I have no, I have no excuse. In all of my drawers, I have siwak also. So shaitan, he can never make me lose my siwak because even if you make me lose one siwak, I have five other siwaks around. Become doa. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma bayit bihi asnani wa shudda bihi lissati wa thabbit bihi liani wa aslih bihi lisani wa asibni alaihi wa barik fihi ya rabbal alamin. Amin. Do your tongue? Do your tongue? Okay, tamam. Okay, let's do our atar. Today I want to tell a few stories. Okay, I want to tell one selawat story. then I will tell the story about Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Okay, so today a bit longer because today I have no school. So I don't have to run off to school. I have no school today. The Fridays we have no school in Tarim. Okay, come, let's do the salawat. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد الطيب المطيب الحبيب المقرب وعلى آله وصحبه وبلغنا بجاهه كل مقصود ومطلب. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد الطيب المطيب الحبيب المقرب وعلى آله وصحبه وبلغنا بجاهه كل مقصود ومطلب. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد الطيب المطيب الحبيب المقرب وعلى آله وصحبه وبلغنا بجاهه كل مقصود ومطلب. Okay, I hope you all have on your nice atar. Let's do our dua. Okay, Al-Fatiha first. Okay, Al-Fatiha. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم نويت التعلم والتعليم وتذكر وتذكير والنفع والاندفاع والإفادة والاستفادة والحث على التمسك بكتاب الله وسنة رسوله صلى الله عليه وسلم ودعاء إلى الهدى ودلالة على الخير ابتغاء وجه الله ومرضاته وقربه وثوابه سبحانه وتعالى مع لطف وعافية برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين آمين. اللهم إنا نسألك علما لدني ومشرب صافي الهاني يا وهاب يا غني. اللهم إنا نسألك علما لدني ومشرب صافي الهاني يا وهاب يا غني. اللهم إنا نسألك علما لدني ومشرب صافي الهاني يا وهاب يا غني. وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين آمين. Okay, let's slawat. Okay, I remember I told you all that for this week we will do Stawat Adnani, okay? I know somebody asked me if you can do Stawat Naria today. And next week, okay? Next week do Stawat Naria, okay? So this week we're doing Stawat Adnani. Okay, so every week I will change Stawat, okay? But okay, how about I tell the Stawat story first, right? And then I tell the Stawat story first, and then I will show you all we will do our Stawats together, okay? Remember this story that time I told you all about the boy and his father, remember? Right, so today I'll tell another Selawat story. Not a Selawat story, but a Salam story. Right, how Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam will answer our salams on Friday. Because today is Friday. Right, so I want to tell a story that is specifically for Friday. Right? MashaAllah. Right, so there are, of great, of people on Fridays, right? Nabi Muhammad, on normal days, when you say Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad, or you say, Assalamu alayka ayyuhan Nabi wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, like in your salat, right? When you say this on normal days, right? Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he says salawat to Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam on normal days. There's an angel, right? There's an angel that will take your salawat and it will bring your salawat all the way to the grave of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in Medina. on other days. That means not Friday. So Saturday until Thursday, like your selawats that you say will reach Rasulullah SAW. It will reach Rasulullah SAW, but an angel does it. Okay, an angel will take the selawat and bring it to Nabi Muhammad SAW and say your full name, they will say your full name. They will say, for example, now, okay, I say, Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad, Assalamu alayka ya Rasulullah, Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad. You know the part of the Maulid that goes, Assalamu alayka Zainal Anbiya'i. You know that part? Then salam to Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So if now I, Farhana, my father's name is Mahmud, Farhana Mahmud Munshi, okay? If I send salawat to Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the angel will go to Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and say, Ya Rasulullah, Farhana, the daughter of Mahmud Munshi, she sends her salawats to you and she sends salams to you. And Rasul will know my name. He will know my full name because his salawats to him. But especially on Friday, oh mashallah, especially on Fridays, like on Fridays, and Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he hears your salawat directly from you like as if you made a phone call. But it is even better than a phone call. You don't even need a phone and you don't even need any reception or Wi-Fi. Nothing. Right? Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, like he will hear your voice directly in his grave. He will hear your voice. He says salawat to him sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Just now I said salawat to Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, right? Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is hearing my voice exactly. And inshallah, I hope that he's hearing that I'm teaching you all. So at least inshallah he's happy with this, he's happy with this class, he's happy for all of you for coming for the class to listen about him more and more and more. Maybe he's happy, sallallahu alaihi wasallam, mashallah. Okay, there is a story. Oh Allah, my kittens. Can you all do one of my kittens got lost. The three kittens, one of them went out yesterday, didn't come back. Two came back. The boy, the male kitten didn't come back. I hope he's okay somewhere around. I went to search for him, I couldn't find him. Okay, now, so this is a story about a very special man. And this very special man, right? I'm gonna tell two stories, okay? I'm gonna tell the stories very fast today, okay? Because I don't want to, I want to tell you all more stories. That's why I'll tell you all stories very fast because I want to tell you all more stories, mashallah. Right. So Allahumma salli ala Sayyidina Muhammad. Naam. Right. So this is a very special man. He's one of the Habibs here in Tarim. But he lived hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years ago. Okay, if you hear the word Habib, right? Habib means somebody who is very pious. Let me finish drawing this person, right? Somebody who is very pious. You know what is pious? That means very religious. Okay, very religious, very pious, very religious person, right? Who, right? They love the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam so much, right? And they are also from the descendants. Remember yesterday I told you about the word ascendants, right? Or the ancestors, right? What is the meaning of ancestor? Remember I told you yesterday. What is the meaning of ancestor? What is the meaning of ancestor? Do you all remember when I told you yesterday? What is the meaning of ancestor? Ancestor means, you can answer me on the chat. Grandfather, great grandfather, great grandfather, right? Correct or not? Right, that is the meaning of ancestor, correct? Okay, what is descendant? What is descendant? What is descendant? Is the other way, right? It is the other way. Descendant is great grandchildren. Correct? You are the descendants of your grandparents. Correct or not? You are the descendants of your parents. The keturunan, correct. The descendants are the descendants. Okay, this Habib, his name is Habib Ali bin Alawi Khali Al Qasam. Okay, let me say his name again. Okay, his name is Habib who? Habib Ali bin Alawi Khali al-Qasam. He is one of the descendants of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Because the name Habib tells you that they are from Nabi Muhammad sallallahu family. If somebody's name is Habib or Hababa, then you know, okay, this person is from the family of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and they are knowledgeable. They are knowledgeable. So this Habib Ali bin Alawi Khali al-Qasam, right? Whenever he prays, something very special about him, right? Whenever he prays and he says the tashahud, you all know what is tashahud, right? His right hand, correct? Right hand. Okay. Tashahud, and he says, التحيات المباركات الصلوات الطيبات لله السلام عليك أيها النبي ورحمة الله وبركاته. How many of you memorize this already? I hope you all memorize this, okay, because it's in your salat. Okay. Whenever Habib Ali bin Alawi, while he is praying, and he says, in Arabic, okay, Assalamu alaika. Alaika is onto who? Alaika in Arabic means one person. Salams to you. You is who? Assalamu alaika. Ayyuhan. Ayyuhan nabiyyu. In Arabic, okay? Wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Right? That means salams to you, O Prophet, and Allah's mercy and Allah's blessings. Whenever Habib Ali bin Alawi Khali al-Qasam would say, Assalamu alayka, ayyuhan nabiyyu, wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. All the other people who are praying with him, especially those who are near him, they will hear a voice to answer the salams of Habib Ali bin Alawi. Oh, there is a very beautiful voice. Those who are praying around him, right? Everybody will hear. Don't very fast, okay? Everybody will hear. They're all praying in stuff. He's the imam, right? He's the imam. Everybody will hear. There is a voice. And this voice is special, special color. Kalau color should I use gold, okay? There is a special voice that people around the Habib will hear. Wa alaikumussalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Ya Sheikh. Oh, mashallah. Whose voice is that? Wa alaikumussalam. Wa alaikumussalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Everybody will hear this jawab. Everybody will hear this answer. And who is answering the Habib? It is Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But is the Habib in Medina? No, he's not. He's in Tarim. He's here in Yemen in Tarim. He's not even in Medina. But whenever he sends salams to Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, not only him, but everybody around him will hear the voice of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam replying Habib salams. And he will reply and say, Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, ya Shaykh. Oh, mashallah. And people from other parts of Yemen, of Arabia, they will come to Tarim just to be able to hear Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu voice. They'll come here just so they can sit near Habib Ali bin Alawi and hear the answer of Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Amazing, right? MashaAllah. You know, some of them, when we draw another story, then I'll tell story about Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, okay? Some of them, like Imam Al-Haddad. How many of you here ever heard of the name Imam Al-Haddad? Have you ever heard of the name Imam Al-Haddad? Do you know Imam Al-Haddad? Have you ever heard of his name? Imam Al-Haddad. You all know or not? Every day we read وَالتَّعَلُّمَ وَتَعْلِيمُ وَتَذَكُّرَ وَتَذْكِيرُ وَالنَّفْعَ وَالْإِنْتِفَاعُ. That one is Imam Al-Haddad, he wrote it. Okay, Imam Al-Haddad wrote that dua for us to read every single day. Imam Al-Haddad, he is blind. He is blind. But every day since he was 7 or 8 years old, he will pray 200 rakaat salat duha. Amazing, right, Imam Al-Haddad? Since he was a small boy, 7 or 8 years old, he will pray 200 raka'ats in the morning after his Quran class. Because he's so happy he learned Quran in the morning, he will go to the masjid and he will pray 200 raka'ats. I mean, he's only 7 years old and he's doing that. But there was one time when Imam Al-Haddad went to Medina. Okay, let me draw the grave of Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Okay, Imam Al-Haddad, he went to Medina, right? Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Rasul, I write down the word Rasulullah, okay? Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. There was one time Imam Al-Haddad, he went to Medina, right? And so many people saw this happen, okay? There were about more than 40 people there. I think more than 40 people there saw this happen. Imam Al-Haddad, he went right to the grave of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And Imam Al-Haddad is blind, okay? Imam Al-Haddad, he is blind. Since he was 3 years old, he became blind. But blind in his eyes, but he's not blind in his heart. He can see from his heart. He went to the grave of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and he said to Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, "I have come all the way here, Ya Rasulullah, and my heart longs to be with you. I miss you so much, Ya Rasulullah. Please give me your hand so I can kiss it." Nabi Muhammad has passed away, okay, he's in his grave. And so many people, it was many people, okay? So many people around Imam Al-Haddad, they saw the hand of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam come out from his grave. A beautiful, perfect hand. Okay, it's not a skeleton, okay? It's a beautiful, perfect hand with perfect skin, with so much light. I cannot draw it because I cannot draw Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Let me just draw something shiny, okay? A shiny, perfect hand came out from his grave. MashaAllah, with the softest skin and the most beautiful fragrance. It smelled so nice. The most beautiful fragrance. A hand came out from the grave of Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. These are true stories, okay? I'm not making them up. They're true stories. Everybody there saw. They all saw. Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam hand came out, and Imam Al-Haddad took the hand of Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam and kissed it. Like that. He kissed it. And the hand went back in. MashaAllah, see, when you follow Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, you get special presents, right? You get special treatment. Like Habib Ali bin Alawi, he could hear Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's voice for every single salat, okay? It's not just one salat, every single salat. Even when he's not praying and he says, Assalamu alaikum ya Rasulullah, he will hear the answer from Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, wa alaikum salam ya Shaykh, like that, right? And Imam Al-Haddad, every single sunnah that Imam Al-Haddad knows, he has done. Every single sunnah, you know. And there are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of sunnahs. Imam Al-Haddad did all of them. And because he's so special, he did all the sunnahs of Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam gave him his hand. Gave the hand out of his grave for Imam Al-Haddad to kiss. Right, the hand, and everybody saw. Amazing, right? MashaAllah, right? Okay, let's do our selawats first, okay, before we continue our class, okay? Bismillah. Wait. Today I don't want to play. I don't want to play. Stop. Off. I want somebody to volunteer. Because I want to see who has memorized this selawat. Right? I'm going to continue with Sayyidina Hashim's story. Wait for a while, okay? But we're going to do, I want to see who memorized selawat Adnani. Who here has memorized selawat Adnani? You all know the words or not? Salla alayka Allahu ya Adnani. This one. Who here wants to volunteer to sing the salawat for us? You can pop your hand. Let me see. Who should I choose? Yesterday I chose a boy, right? Today I'll choose a girl. A girl. Let's see. I think the first hand that came up was, I see from my side, is Nurin. Nurin, you know the salawat, right? You know, you memorize it. Let me try and unmute you. You memorize it? You want to sing it? You mute yourself. Okay, then Sharifa. Sharifah Mariam. Sharifah Mariam, you memorize the salawat? Sharifah Mariam, your hands is up. You know the words? Huh?
Yes, I know the words.
Okay. You know the words. Okay, sing. Okay, sing. I want to hear you sing.
Alaikullah, ya Dana, ya Mustafa, wa Alhamdulillah,
قد ساد في المهدي. You dapat? على الغلمان. Continue. بيت ذي الأركان حتى أراه بالغ البنيان أنت الذي سميت في Qur'ani. Well done, Nureen. Jazakumullah khair. Okay, everybody sing together. Everybody sing together. Salla alayka Allahu ya Adnani. Ya Mustafa ya Safwat Rahmani. الحمد لله الذي عطاني هذا الغلام
يا عدناني يا مصطفى يا صفوة الرحمن الحمد لله الذي أعطاني هذا الغلام الطيب الأرداني هذا الغلام الطيب الأرداني صلى عليك الله يا عدناني يا مصطفى يا صفوة الرحمن الحمد لله الذي أعطاني هذا الغلام الطيب الأرداني هذا الغلام الطيب الأرداني قد ساد في المهدي على الغلمان أعيذه بالبيت ذي الأركان حتى أراه بالغ البنيان أنت الذي سميت في القرآن أنت الذي سميت في القرآن
Okay, let's continue our class, okay? So next week I will do a different slawat, okay? So every different slawat. Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Let us continue the story of Sayyidina Hashim. Sayyidina Hashim and the king. MashaAllah. So he went all the way right to Palestine, right? Palestine, there was a king there. But this king, he was not a Muslim, he was a Christian. This king was a Christian king who had Nabi Isa's book. I put here, okay, Nabi Isa's book. that is called the Injil. You know what is the Injil? The Injil is the book for Nabi Isa. Like how Quran is the book for Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam and all the people that come after Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Correct? The Quran is for us. Correct? The Injil are for the people in the time of Nabi Isa alaihi salam. But now and in the Injil, oh, there is a description of the last prophet, and his name is Ahmad or Muhammad. MashaAllah, sallallahu alayhi wasallam. So this king, he knew that the time for the last prophet to be born is very near. The time for last prophet to be born is very near. It's inside Nabi Isa's book. Allah told Nabi Isa about the last prophet. Nabi Muhammad SAW. So this king, he knew all about it. He's a Christian, but he knew all about the light of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So when the king saw Sayyidina Hashim, oh, handsome young man, mashallah. Oh, young man, are you married? He's not married. Oh, this young man is not married. He's very handsome. He's very charming. He has very good akhlaq, this young man. Mashallah. He cares about his people. Right? He traveled so far to look for food. What a fine young man. A very good young man. And this young man has a very special light in his forehead. This light is very distinctive. You know what is distinctive? That means very unique. There's something about this light. And the king knew it. This man, inside of him is the light of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The last prophet's light is inside this man. That means whoever marries this man will be pregnant and will get this light. Oh, mashallah. That's a good chance, right? So the king said to Sayyidina Hashim, oh, young man from Mecca, are you married? And Sayyidina Hashim said, no, I am not married. And the king said, marry my daughter. I want you to marry my daughter. Because the king is very smart, right? The king is thinking inside his head, right? He's thinking, right? I want my daughter to get the light. I said, I want my daughter to get the light, or my daughter to be the grandmother or the mother of the last prophet, right? Because whoever is the mother or the grandmother of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they will not go into the hellfire. Definitely, they will not be in the hellfire, right? Because Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was inside of them. Whoever Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was inside of, that person will not go into the hellfire. Then I remember I taught you all how to make Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam inside of us. How? How do you mean inside of us? Do you remember what I said to you all? We can't be pregnant with him, right? You know, he's not, he's already born and he already passed away already, right? How do we make Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam inside of us? Inside of us. How do we make Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam inside of us? By, who can tell me the answer? The boy knows the answer. By, you remember what I said? By salawat, yes, but loving him. Correct, Aisha. Aisha got the correct answer. By loving him. By loving him. Yes, you salawat. Yes, you salawat. Right? But if you want him to stay inside of you, you love him. You love Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So it's inside your heart, it's inside your blood, it's all inside of you. And remember what I told you all? What did Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam say about people whose blood, there is the love of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam inside that blood? What did Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam say about this kind of people? You remember now what I said to you all? I think I said this on Monday or Tuesday. Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, whosever's blood is mixed with love for me, that means love for Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, then what? You all remember? Yes, correct, Aisha. Hey, Aisha's getting all the answers today. The fire of hell cannot touch him. The fire will complain. The fire will say, you person who love Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, get away from me, get away from me, quickly cross the sirat. Your light is hurting me. Your light is hurting me. The fire of hell will complain about people who love Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and they will say, "Oh, you believe, you Muslim who love Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, get away from me. Your light of beauty of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is hurting the hellfire." The hellfire will say, "Get away, get away!" And they don't want you to come near it. They don't want you to come near the hellfire. The hellfire doesn't want you also. MashaAllah. And paradise will say, come to me, come to me, oh person who loves Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, come to paradise. Paradise will have its castles and its palaces and its rivers and its gardens and everything that you want because you love Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. MashaAllah, right? MashaAllah. So now the king is thinking this. And Sayyidina Hashim said, what did Sayyidina Hashim say? Okay. And he said, okay. But, oh, there's a but. Why? There a but. There is a but. But what? Sayyidina Hashim? Sayyidina Hashim said, but I need to go back to Mecca for a while, okay? Because I have things to settle with my people. They are suffering there without food, right? There was a drought. Remember, I told you about the drought? A drought means there is no rain, right? Remember, there was no rain in Mecca. And so Sayyidina Hashim said, I need to go back to Mecca for a while. I have a few things to settle, to handle, and I will come back. Okay, I will come back to Palestine. I know someone said that I said yesterday was to Syria. He went to Sham. Okay, Sham means Syria or Palestine. All right, but this is exactly Palestine because do you know where Sayyidina Hashim passed away? Anyone knows or not where Sayyidina Hashim passed away? It is a very famous word today. Everybody knows this place in Palestine. Do you know where he passed away? Where Sayyidina Hashim passed away? Yes, in Gaza. Right, Gaza, right? Gaza. Gaza, correct. Gaza is called Gaza to Hashim. Sayyidina Hashim's body is buried in Gaza. Right? We don't say Gaza, Gaza. Okay, I want you all to learn to say in Arabic. Okay, say Gaza, Gaza, with a ra. Okay, we say in Arabic. Okay, say in Arabic, Gaza. Okay, and then we say Palestine or we say Palestine. Palestine. Say in Arabic, Palestine. Don't want to say like the Westerners Palestine, Palestine, or they say Gaza, Gaza. No, you say Gaza. Okay, Arabic sounds so much more beautiful, right? Gaza, so beautiful. Say Gaza, Gaza. No, not Gaza. It's Gaza. Tamam. It's Gaza. That's the name of the place. It's called Gaza to Hashim. Okay, it's called Gaza to Hashim because Sayyidina Hashim is buried there. And probably, you know what? I think it's because Sayyidina Hashim is buried in Gaza that Israel cannot take Gaza. They cannot conquer because the great grandfather of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is right there. They cannot conquer Gaza. They cannot. Impossible. Cannot. Okay. Gaza with a ta marbuta. Right? Ghain, zai, ta marbuta. If you want to know how it's spelled. Okay. Gaza. Okay. Tamam. So Sayyidina Hashim said, okay, I will go back to Mecca. All right. Let me just share with you all the map because yesterday somebody shared with me a map that has the name of Palestine and there's no Israel name. So I want to share that map because I don't like the other map. Let me show you all, okay? I want to share this map. Okay. Let me share a new map. It's on my phone actually. Bismillah. To show you how far Sayyidina Hashim traveled, but also to show you the map of Palestine. Okay, so you see here, so I'm sharing now, okay? This is my phone. Do you know whose grave is this? This is Imam Al-Haddad's grave. Can you see? That is Imam Al-Haddad's grave. MashaAllah, right? This path in Tarim is called the path of paradise. People who walk on this path, they dua, their du'as are accepted. Inshallah, one day you all come to Tarim, I show you all where. Okay? Okay. But anyway, somebody shared with me this map. Can you all see the map? Let me make it bigger, okay? All right. Can you all see the map? Tamam. So if I expand the map, okay, can you all see? So where is Mecca? Let me expand. Okay, you all who can spot Mecca? Can you all spot Mecca? I put Mecca right in the center. Can you all spot Mecca? The word Mecca, right? Mecca is right there, right? Saya Haji is from Mecca, right? Can you all spot the word Medina? Can you all see the word Medina? Go up a bit. You look up a bit, you should see the word Medina. Can you see Medina? Right, it's right there. Can you see the word Medina? Sayyidina Hashim traveled from Mecca to Medina. And he didn't go to Medina, he went past Medina. He went up and up and up. Can you find Palestine? Do you all see Palestine? Jerusalem, Palestine. There is no name Israel anywhere. I like this map. Can you see the word Palestine? Right, Palestine is right there. Yes, so Gaza is. Can you see the word Gaza? Can you see the word Gaza? Not? Gaza is right there. Gaza at the corner there. Sayyidina Hashim went all the way there. So he said to the king, King, I need to go back to Mecca. Travel all the way back to Mecca. Yes, I need to go back to Mecca to go and tell my people that they can come to Palestine and get food from you all, right? And then I'll come back and marry your daughter, okay, King? And the king said, okay, but hurry up. You can go back to Mecca and you can come back to Palestine to marry my daughter. So the kid, so Sayyidina Hashim said, okay, come on, I will do that. So what happened? What happened? When Sayyidina Hashim left the king in Palestine and he went back to Mecca, he settled his own issues and everything, right? But on his way out, what happened? Sayyidina Hashim dropped by Medina. And that time, Medina is not called Medina. It is called, who knows what it's called? The old name of Medina. It is called Yathrib. Sayyidina Hashim, he went to Medina, but the old name of Medina is called Yathrib. Okay, Yathrib. So Sayyidina Hashim, he went to Yathrib because he has a friend there. One of his very good friends who was the chief of the people in Yathrib. He's a very good friend there in Yathrib. So this friend, Sayyidina Hashim went to his friend's house to visit his friend. Just talk to his friend, visit his friend. And his friend began to complain to Sayyidina Hashim about his daughter. The friend has a daughter named Salma. Sayyidina Hashim has a light, right? The light of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam inside his forehead. Very bright light. So Sayyidina Hashim had a friend in Yathrib. And this friend was the leader of Yathrib. And the friend was complaining to Sayyidina Hashim about his daughter Salma. Oh, what is wrong with Salma? What did Salma do? Right. So the friend said to Sayyidina Hashim, I have this daughter. Her name is Salma, but she's very stubborn. She doesn't want to marry just anybody. She wants the most special man to marry. I've been trying to find people to marry her. I've been asking, to look for a husband for her, but she refuses. Every single man that I bring to the house, and I ask her to, is this man okay? Is this man okay? Is this man okay? Every single man, she said no. She doesn't want to marry any of them. She said that she will only marry the most special man. She will only marry the most special man. This Salma, she has a very strong character. Salmas have very strong characters. Right? This Salma is a very strong character. She doesn't want to just marry anybody. Then Sayyidina Hashim said, would she want to marry me? Because I would like to marry your daughter. You're my good friend. Right? You're my very good friend. I would like to marry your daughter. Would Salma want to marry me? But Sayyidina Hashim already promised the king that he'll marry the king's daughter, right? How come Sayyidina Hashim is marrying here also? Because last time, also now, some people, they marry more than one time. So for them, it's not a problem. Marry 1 year and marry another country. Sayyidina Hashim was going to marry 2 women. Right? Some people have more than one wife. Like Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam had more than one wife, right? He had a few wives. Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Right. Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam altogether had 11 wives. Okay, so inshallah you all will learn about the wives of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Right. So Sayyidina Hashim said, okay, I want to see if your daughter will marry me. Okay, let her look at me and see if she wants to marry me. Okay. So the father of Salma, right, he called his daughter, and they are very shy. Even though it's not, it's not, it's still before Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam's time, right? The women are all very shy. So the daughter from behind the curtain, I looked, she looked at Sayyidina Hashim, from behind the curtain. She looked to see who is this man that my father wants me to marry. And she saw the light from the face of Sayyidina Hashim. She doesn't know what this light is about. Not like the king. The king knew, right? The king knew, oh, this light is the light of the last prophet. I know this light. But Sayyidah Salma didn't know about this light. But she knew there's something very special about this man. There's something very, very, very special about this man. And Sayyidah Salma, she was a very good woman. She was very modest. She was very chaste. She kept to herself. She would not do nonsense, terrible things. She would cover her awrat properly. Oh, mashallah, mashallah. Sayyidah Salma was a very good woman, a very pious woman, very religious woman. So Sayyidah Salma, she saw that Sayyidina Hashim was a very, very special person, and there was something in his face. There was something special about his face. So she agreed. Say, Father, I will marry him. Ah, the father is surprised. He's like, what? So many men, I asked you to marry every single one of them. You said no. And this man, Hashim, my friend, he came for one day and you say yes, Alhamdulillah, right? MashaAllah. Like you want to marry Hashim? Come. And so they got married. They got married, but Sayyidina Hashim has a promise, right, to keep. Correct or not? He has a promise to fulfill, right, which is the promise to the king, correct? So he married Sayyidah Salma, right? And then he left Medina straight away because he was supposed to go to Gaza. Correct or not? He was supposed to go to Gaza, right? He left Medina, but he left something behind. What did he leave behind, Sayyidina Hashim? What did you leave behind? What happened after he married Sayyidina Salma? The light from Sayyidina Hashim went to Sayyidina Salma. Oh, mashallah. The light is now with her. It's no longer with Sayyidina Hashim. Now he doesn't have the light. The light that the king wanted, right? The king wanted that light to go to his daughter. Correct or not? He wanted that light to go to his daughter. But Sayyidina Hashim married somebody else first. Oh, the king missed it. It was not meant for the king, right? Allah has planned it, right? Allah has planned the light will not go to the Christians. These are the Christians. No, no, no. Nabi Muhammad SAW will be an Arab. He will not be a Christian. No, not he will not be a Christian and not be from Palestine. No, Nabi Muhammad SAW will be an Arab, right, from Mecca and Medina. So even though the king wanted the light and he saw the light first, and he wanted his daughter to get the light, Allah had other plans, correct? Allah had other plans. And Allah made the light go to the special woman in Medina, or called Yathrib. And her name is Salma. Let me write her name, okay? You must know their names, okay? Who is Salma? Salma is the great grandmother of Rasulullah. Sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Right? Because Sayyidina Hashim is the grandfather, right? Sayyidina Hashim left Yathrib, but he left behind the light. He left behind the light. He doesn't have the light anymore. And he went to Gaza to fulfill his promise to the king. But before he could even reach the king, in Yathrib, there is a sickness. There is an illness here. In Yathrib, there is an illness. Many people who come to Yathrib, if they are not people who are from Yathrib, they will get this sickness and they will die from this sickness. Many people. Even the father of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, even his mother. Right? When they went to Yathrib, they fell sick. Anybody who goes to Yathrib last time. Then Nabi Muhammad made dua that the sickness goes away. And it went away. But last time, anybody who go to Yathrib, they will fall sick. There's a sickness in Yathrib. People in Yathrib are not affected. People in Yathrib, they do not fall sick. But people from outside of Yathrib, when they came to Yathrib, they will fall sick. There's an illness in Yathrib. Allahu Alam, but where Sayyidina Hashim became sick, but he became sick along the way. He became sick along the way, but he already passed on the light, right? Remember that he cannot die until the light is passed on, correct? Let's say like Nabi Ibrahim, Nabi Ismail, Nabi Nuh, they cannot pass on the light until they cannot die until they pass on the light. So Sayyidina Hashim, when he married Sayyidah Salma, the light passed. The light passed on Sayyidah Salma, and Sayyidah Salma was pregnant with the grandfather of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who is Abdul Muttalib, correct? So Sayyidina Hashim left when he fell sick along the way, and before he could meet the king, he died. He passed away. It's very fast, he passed away very young, Sayyidina Hashim. He passed away very young. And he passed away in Gaza, Gaza to Hashim. He passed away in Gaza. His grave is there, and I'm very sure that the Israel army cannot take Gaza because the great grandfather of Nabi Muhammad Wasallam's body is in Gaza. So Allah will not let the evil people in Israel to take Gaza. They cannot take Gaza. Right? They will try and bomb, but they will not take Gaza. Inshallah, mashallah. So now we begin the story of the grandfather of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, who is inside the mother's womb right now. The grandfather will be born, his name is Abdul Muttalib, as an orphan, right? Yatim. Because where is the father? The father died at Gaza. Remember, the father went off to Gaza and the father died, right? Didn't even meet the king. So the king never saw Sayyidina Hashim ever again because he died along the way. But the king heard about Sayyidina Hashim dying. So, wasted. He already died. But the king didn't know the light is here. The light is with the wife of Sayyidina Hashim. In fact, nobody knew Sayyidina Hashim had a wife. You know that? Because only his friend knew. His friend married him to the daughter, correct? And nobody else knew that Sayyidina Hashim actually has a wife. And that he actually has a son. So for a long time, people didn't know that their leader Hashim, people of Makkah, right? Didn't know their leader Hashim actually has a son where? In Yathrib. He has a son in Yathrib. People didn't know, and so the people of Makkah had no leader. They had no more leader in Makkah because they didn't know that their leader actually had a son. And tomorrow we will continue the story of the grandfather of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Tomorrow, Monday, I will continue the story of the grandfather of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. See, I want to show you all this one. Right, this part, the story of the grandfather. Let me just show you all this part, okay?
في اللوح واسم محمد طغرا في اللوح واسم محمد طغرا
الحمد لله رب العالمين.
Okay, this is a movie. Okay, this movie is this old man. He tells a story about Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But the first part of his story, he is a storyteller. This person here is a storyteller. Okay, see, he was there. He went to see his friend Amr, son of Zayd, right? And then he married. Right. Then the story begins with the grandfather. This is the grandfather of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Of course, it's an actor lah. It's an actor, but he's acting the grandfather of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Let me just let you all watch for a while. It's only for 1 minute, okay? Then I will explain some parts, okay? The story about Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam from the beginning.
وآله وصحبه أجمعين. أول ما نبدأ به السيرة النبوية المشرفة ذكر النسب الزكي لسيد العالمين صلى الله عليه وسلم، هو محمد ابن عبد الله.
So now the man will say the whole lineage of Nabi Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam that I told you all to memorize, right? Remember the one down here? This one? I told all to memorize, right? Muhammad Abdullah Abdul Muttalib Hashim Abdul Manaf Qusay Kilab Murrah Ka'ablu Ghalib Fihr Malik An-Nadir Kinana Khuzaimah Mudrika Ilyas Mudar Nizar Ma'adin Adnan. So the man here is going to say that full lineage again. Muhammad, son of Abdullah, son of Abdul Muttalib.
ابن عبد المطلب، واسم عبد المطلب شيبة بن
Abdul Muttalib's real name is Shaiba. His real name is Shaiba. He's the son of Hashim. We just spoke about Hashim, right? Who is Hashim? And Hashim's real name is Amr. His name is Amr. Remember I told you all his name was Amr, but they call him Hashim because he made a lot of food for people. Remember I told you all?
هاشم، واسم هاشم عمرو بن عبد مناف بن قصي بن كلاب بن مرة بن كعب ابن لؤي بن غالب بن فهر بن مالك ابن النضر بن كنانة، مرفوعا إلى عدنان إلى سيدنا إسماعيل عليه السلام ابن سيدنا إبراهيم خليل الرحمن عليه السلام.
So the man said that Rasulullah is all the way until Nabi Ismail and then Nabi Ibrahim. From Nabi Ibrahim, Nabi Nuh to Nabi Adam alayhi salam. See, Hashim, what about Hashim? He was a generous, courageous, good-looking man. Remember I told the story? I just told the story, right? A generous and courageous, good-looking man.
كان هاشم بن عبد مناف كريما شجاعا جميل الطلعة مبجلا من قومه.
He was well respected amongst the people because he would always help people. People who help others are always respected, right? Since he was a young man.
من حداثته وكان تاجرا مثل إخوته، وقد انتقلت مكة على يديه من محطة تجارية صغيرة إلى دور آخر حينما تعرف على
Sayyidina Hashim, because Sayyidina Hashim is so clever and he loved his people so much, he would make businesses, right, for the Arabs and to buy food from people in Palestine, the king of the Romans. They were actually the kings in Palestine. They were the kings in Sham, in Palestine and in Syria. So after meeting the king of the Romans, who came to like Hashim, they liked him very much because they could see the light inside Hashim's face, right?
قيصر الروم في بيت المقدس فأعجب به فطلب منه أن ينقل تجارته.
See, Sayyidina Hashim asked, right? Can the Arabs come here to buy food from you all? He asked them. And they said, yes, can. But they also said to him, but you must marry our daughter. Correct?
قريش إلى مملكة الروم فسمح له. فعاد هاشم ولما له من سمعة طيبة بين العرب وخصال كريمة وحضور آسر، فقد أتى بعقود الإلاف من سادة قبائل العرب من الشام إلى مكة، وابتدأت رحلات قريش التي ورد ذكرها في القرآن الكريم. وحزى إخوته حزوة، فقد جاءوا بعقود إيلاف من الحبشة واليمن والحيرة. وسنت قريش رحلة الشتاء والصيف، الصيف إلى الشام والشتاء إلى اليمن. وقد جاء في الأخبار
See? Okay, so the man was saying, this old man, right, the storyteller, right? He was saying that Sayyidina Hashim, because people loved him so much, and he was very kind and very loving, and he was very, like he was the kind of person, right? If you met Sayyidina Hashim, you would like him straight away. Straight away, you would like him because he's such a good person, right? So everybody would listen to him. So Sayyidina Hashim began to encourage the Arab people to go to Sham in summer and to go to Yemen in winter. And from there came this Allah speaks about this in Surah Quraysh. You all know Surah Quraysh or not? You all know Surah Quraysh? Do you all know Surah Quraysh? Anybody here know Surah Quraysh? لإيلا بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. وين نصر قريش؟ لإيلاف قريش إيلافهم رحلة الشتاء والصيف. Right. That is what he's talking about. Right. That the people in the Arabs will go to Syria or go to Yemen. See, there are stories about the Roman king offering his daughter to Hashim as a wife. That happened. Like he wanted Sayyidina Hashim to marry the princess.
أن قيصر الروم عرض على هاشم أن يزوجه ابنته، فسافر إلى غزة ومات ودفن فيها، وسميت غزة هاشم.
See, he went to Gaza and he died there. It's called Gaza to Hashim.
كان هاشم قد تزوج في مكة وأنجب من الأولاد نضلة وأبا صيفي وأسد. وفي إحدى رحلاته إلى بلاد الشام مر في مدينة يثرب بصديقه عمرو بن زيد سيد الخزرج، فتزوج ابنته.
So Sayyidina Hashim married to a woman in Yathrib. Her name is Salma. And Salma gave birth to Shaiba. Shaiba is Abdul Muttalib, the grandfather of Nabi Muhammad sallallahu alaihi
سلمى، وأنجبت له شيبة بن هاشم، ومات في غزة ودفن فيها لما سلف. فانفطرت مكة حزنا عليه، وشيبة بقي في حجر أمه حتى قارب البلوغ.
Okay, tomorrow I continue from here, okay? So Sayyidina Hashim died and everybody in Makkah was very sad. They got really sad. Sayyidina Hashim died. But they didn't know that he had a son, right? He has a son in Yathrib. There'll be a story about this son. Okay, about Abdul Muttalib. We stop there for today, inshallah. Today a bit longer, so sorry, I make it a bit longer. We will be our dua, okay? Yeah, so sallallahu ala sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam. Walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. يا ربنا اعترفنا بأننا اقترفنا وأننا أسرفنا على لظى أشرفنا فتب علينا توبة تصل لكل حوبة واستر لنا العورات وآمن راعاتي واغفر لوالدينا ربي ومولودينا والأهل والإخوان والسائر الخلان وكل ذي محبة أو جيرة أو صحبة والمسلمين أجمع آمين يا ربي اسمع فضلا وجودا منا لا باكتساب منا بمصطفى الرسول نحظى بكل سوري بمصطفى الرسول نحظى بكل سوري صلى وسلم ربي عليه عد الحب وآله وصحبه عداد شسود والحمد لله في البدء والتناهي حمدا كثيرا دائم محبة النسائم والحمد لله رب العالمين.